You're about to get home. You're about to get home, boy. You're about to get home. You're about to get home, boy. Greetings, salutations, and good now. I'm a local astrologer, Kevin's Major, doing it major. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about who gonna get horned, who gonna get bite, who's gonna get cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be thirsty, who's gonna be needy, who's gonna be attention seeking, who's going to be thirsty, you know what I'm saying, during the Scorpio season. And we're also gonna be discussing who's gonna be dropping pipe, you know what I'm saying, and who's gonna be dropping the peach, you know what I'm saying. So this one is gonna be quite raunchy. This one is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, 18 plus. So I hope that Facebook could help me to censor this video, you know what I'm saying, because this one is gonna be talking about love and lust. And, you know, just a bit of insight and advice how we could navigate this freaky mass. Tell them, freaky mass. Tell them, freaky mass. Tell them, show me your tongue. And all of your piercings. Yeah. Girl, show me your tongue. Yeah. And all of your piercings. Yeah. Because some people gonna be, you know what I'm saying, having transformations in aspects of them life. In different aspects of their life. And Scorpio season deals with deep connection and intimacy in some way, shape, or form. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe this might be happening in, you know what I'm saying, that aspect of your natal chart. But just in general, we are all going to be impacted, and we are all going to be looking for some type of deep emotional connection, you know what I'm saying, and there's going to be some type of transformation happening in the way how, you know what I'm saying, we deeply connect with people, places, things, circumstances, and situations. So while going through those different circumstances and situations, you understand me, different moods and emotions are going to get aroused, you know what I'm saying, and stimulated. And you may not know why you're feeling a type of way about a certain person at this point in time, but it's just that you just need some sort of transformation. You just need a change, you know what I'm saying, of scenery, a change of something, because change is in the atmosphere. And if your man's ain't spiritual and he ain't into astrology, he don't watch my videos, he wouldn't even know that. You understand me? If your woman's is not spiritual or into astrology or not like that, she wouldn't even know that it's time to switch it up and do some different things in this motherfucker. You understand me? Give me 1 second. Yeah, so if nobody in the situationship or relationship, spiritual or into astrology or even watch my videos, you know what I'm saying? Both of y'all gonna be in a kind of little inner chaotic state. And it's going to be mystic because Scorpio is intuitive. So, you know, it's an intuitive time, and you're gonna feel certain type of tensions and inner rifts and rafts and you know what I'm saying, communications and body languages and expressions that, you know what I'm saying, might be a bit off right now, because, you know what I'm saying, everybody's looking for a different type of everybody's looking for a different type of transformation. Everybody's looking for a type of different connection and just a different type of stimulation. That's the word I'm looking for. A different type of stimulation, you know what I'm saying? So in this video, we're gonna dive a bit deeper. We're gonna look at, you know what I'm saying, all the signs that are gonna be thirsty and cheating, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna be open, right for the taking. And we're gonna talk about the signs who are gonna be dropping the pipe, who're gonna be dropping the peach, you know what I'm saying, dropping the car, you know what I'm saying, and who's gonna have the power and control in the situation at this point in time, you know what I'm saying. So y'all gonna be able to look out, you know what I'm saying, and watch you partner circumspect, and, you know what I'm saying, at least have the insight that, hey, it's time for me to, you know, switch the location, you know what I'm saying, switch the position and the aspects, you know what I'm saying, like 12 months of the year, 12 signs in the zodiac. You can't be doing things the same way for all of the seasons, you know what I'm saying, like people gonna want a different type of feeling, a different type of sentiment. You know what I'm saying? So let's dive deeper into relationships and intimacy, you know what I'm saying? And X, you know what I'm saying? Talking about X, baby. We're talking about X, baby. We're talking about you and me. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're gonna dive into Venus, because the last time we talked about Venus was in the early degrees of Sagittarius, and Venus correlates to our love and our pleasure and desire, and you know, intimacy and that type of level. I'm gonna try to keep it a bit PG, but you know what we're talking about: eggplant and peach. Straight up and down, you know what I'm saying? Creative energies, you know what I'm saying? Mixing up two energies to create a whole lot of situation and circumstance, all the way down, could trickle down into like a youth, you know what I'm saying? A baby. So don't believe in no immaculate conception, because you gotta have the joining of those two energies. So Venus is in Sagittarius, and you know, again, Venus love pleasure, you know what I'm saying, even indulging and compromising and sacrificing, so doing strange things for a piece of change or for a change of mood, you know what I'm saying. People might, you know, go overboard or overdo, you know what I'm saying, something. So yeah, it might have started as like a little flirt, you know what I'm saying, just to get a little feeling. You know, like when you're in a relationship, shit, like we're all human, we're all adults. So let's keep it a being. You know what I'm saying? There might be instances and situations where, you know, you come in contact with certain individuals, people, places, are certain things, and it gives you a certain feel or sentiment, and you know, you have your partner, or you know what I'm saying, your relationship or whatever, but this, you know what I'm saying, just the gesture from the other person give you a certain feel, you understand me? And sometimes you get curious and want to explore that feel, even though you already have a stable source of feelings, you understand me? But the spontaneity, you know what I'm saying, that instance of refreshment of something new, you understand? And Venus kind of taps us into, you know what I mean, overdoing those instances, because we all experience it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a being. Like, even if you're the most faithful and loyal person, you must come across somebody who you think is attractive or charming or ambitious, or have some kind of other qualities that resonate with you apart from your partner. You understand me? And those could, you know what I'm saying, trigger and activate certain moods, you know what I'm saying? And those moods could play out physically and move certain parts of your body, your anatomy, you know what I'm saying? So, in some way, shape, or form, like, we're all going to be longing for a bit of refreshment, you know what I'm saying? Again, in some aspect of our life. And if you are, you know, more predicated towards love and intimacy and, you know what I'm saying, those type of desires, then this video is kind of for you. So we're gonna submerge a bit more now. Venus in Sagittarius deals with relationships, and you know, it's a time for people to seek novelty and growth and freedom when it comes to their expression. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which expands Venus' influence here, inviting us to explore love from a philosophical or even a spiritual perspective. We might feel more open to experiences that broaden our worldview and encourage personal growth. Sorry if I kind of butcher reading that one, but I hope that you guys understand that Sag, again, is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter deals with expansion and having experiences, and you know, Venus being in Sagittarius is going to make us curious, yeah, understand, and make us want to have different type of experiences that make us feel more fulfilled and, you know what I mean, larger than life, and expand our personal growth. And that might, you know what I'm saying, oppose your partner. Like, if you're in a relationship, you can't really get too curious. There's certain boundaries and restrictions and limitations because you're in the confines of a relationship, you understand me? And don't worry, I'm gonna get down further into the signs that are more capable and culpable of, you know what I'm saying, stepping out at this point in time, who are gonna be more thirsty and vulnerable, and you're gonna talk about who's gonna be laying, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna be dropping this thing. So again, Sagittarius values honesty and dislikes any sense of confinement. In relationships, Venus here values freedom, so people may feel drawn to partners who are adventurous, open-minded, enthusiastic. All right, so we need to kind of embody the Sagittarius energy in our relationships right now. be a bit more adventurous and open-minded, and the man them gotta listen to the woman them. Otherwise, another man is about to take over. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some signs who ain't really that much affected by, the Sagittarius energy, and some signs are affected more than others, and some signs are going to act out and play out these curiosities more than others. You know what I'm saying? So some people are going to be seeking pipe and plum and peach, and some people are gonna be delivering. You understand me? So that's how the thing set in the Scorpio season right now. When it comes to pleasure seeking takes an expansive exploratory edge. Activities that involve travel, learning new cultures, experiences are highlighted, and spontaneity can add excitement to relationships. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like people flying out or being flown out. You know what I'm saying? Interracial, different culture. You know what I'm saying? Just something different. You feel me? So, shit, be careful if you partner taking a vacation unbeknownst to you, or they're traveling out the country or something. You gotta be careful with that type of sentiment at this moment. You understand me? Or it's a good time to travel with your girl. You understand me? And explore some type of different environment. You understand me? A different country, because Sagittarius deals with like traveling and, you know what I mean, long distance travel too. So during this season, take your girl on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Take her to a foreign country, but like in a nice, secluded place. You know what I'm saying? And you keep her mind guarded, because you don't want to go to a foreign country for the same tomfoolery to happen there that you could have just let it happen here, in terms of like people's curiosity being sparked and stuff like this. So desire is amplified on the Sagittarius's influence, leaning towards the thrill of the chase. The thrill of the chase. Tell me about it. Like, ain't the thrill so excited? You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Up until you get a taste, like everything that be so good. So anyway, the thrill of the chase and experiences that feel larger than life. It's about satisfying both the mind and the senses, prioritizing intellectual connections alongside physical connection. So again, you know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot of tension in the air. Let's put it that way. I'm still trying to keep it PG-13, but there's a lot of tension in the air, and we're gonna get deeper into the aspects and the signs that are more vulnerable than others. And then, yes, X. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius influence sexuality, and can, you know, influence fun and exploratory and playful activities. It's also about deep, intense connection, and more about enjoying the moment and keeping things light and adventurous. So, again, if you're in the confines of a deep relationship, you might want to feel that, you know what I'm saying, that type of feeling of something being light and adventurous, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep it a being. So your partner gotta know how to just do some type of role play, or set up some type of situation where, like, you know what I'm saying, it comes off like a type of fantasy type scene, you know what I'm saying? All right, so that's like the preview and the general overview, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get deeper now, submerge even deeper into the different aspects, because there's some real potent aspects when it surrounds, you know what I'm saying, how we're gonna get some pleasure, you know what I'm saying, how we're gonna get some love, how we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, indulge into the things that, you know what I'm saying, satisfy us at this point in time. So the aspects are, drum roll, we have Venus opposing Jupiter. Now, if you've been listening to me keenly, you probably would have heard that Jupiter deals with experiences and expansion, ultimately our wisdom and knowledge. It rules Sagittarius, okay? But right now, it is opposite to Sagittarius. Okay, so it's opposing the Sagittarius energy. So all that curiosity, that we spoke about, all that inclination to love and pleasure and wanting to do something new or novel, something spontaneous and exciting. That inclination to want to be mentally stimulated in a different type of way, alongside having, physical chemistry going alongside of it, that symmetry, and also just wanting to explore and pleasure yourself and have some playful experiences. It's going to be opposing your previous experiences in some way, shape, or form. So it's a situation where, like, the circumstance that you're facing feels good, but based on, your wisdom and knowledge, like, it's clashing. It's opposite to what you've experienced in the past. And that makes you even double curious because, you know if you're of age, you've had love experiences, you have relationship experiences, you've had these moments of pleasure and pain, and, getting fulfilled and in a physical way. And, your creative means of attracting people, and that dance that you have, what I'm saying. We already mentioned something about the thrill, the thrill of the chase, or the adrenaline that you get when you are engaging into, that type of romantic encounter with another individual. And so, while you're experiencing that at this point in time, based on your previous knowledge and wisdom, it could be directly opposing, and you could feel like, damn, like, this feels so good, but I already went through something like this already, and maybe this ain't the right person for me, or this ain't the right thing for me, or maybe it's not the right timing, right person, wrong timing. And, you're just thinking, like, do you want to put yourself into another situation where, you could get hurt or exposed, or, you know just have a situation where it could just turn out to be negative based on, preconceived notions of, because of things that happened to you in the past. So this transit is very bittersweet. Like, very, very bittersweet, because, like, Venus is in that curious state, right? All right, cool. Let's say you're single, you see somebody who you're interested in, and it's like, that person, like, okay, the vibe is there, I'm connected, but, like, you remind me so much of, like, my ex or something. You know what I'm saying? And the ex broke your heart, or you remind me of, you know what I mean? Like, just based on your sense and sensibilities, is like, this ain't even what I need to be focusing on right now. So it's like a kind of gift and a curse, and with the opposition is like a balancing act. If you think about something being opposite, it's how you balance it out. You understand me? Because that relationship that you're having the opposition with, that might be the person, place, or thing that ultimately leads you to your, some your ultimate satisfaction, and even align you to your spiritual goals, and help you to ultimately mature and grow as an individual. Or it could be, like, yeah, my intuition and my wisdom and knowledge was right. Like, I know that I shouldn't mess with this person, I shouldn't, what I'm saying, cheat with this person, I shouldn't cheat on my partner in general, what I'm saying. And, like, sometimes it could be the right thing to do. Like, you go out and do what you gotta do, and that's the thing that keeps the whole home together. You understand me? Like, it's a type of, I don't know, is it an oxymoron when it comes to the cosmos? Because there are times that you could get off, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different video. Let's go into the next aspect. We have Venus squaring Saturn in Pisces. No, the square always offers, challenges, a bit of hurdles, some tensions, but also opportunities. So the square adds more serious tone to relationships. Saturn deals with grounding. So grounding some of the optimism of Venus and the Jupiter optimism. So again, between Venus and Jupiter, there's a lot of optimism and a lot of curiosity, because opposites attract. So And all it is loving you is wrong. I don't wanna be right. Type of situation, you know what I'm saying? And so the Saturn is also adding extra emphasis. Saturn influence brings a sense of realism to love and relationships, possibly triggering doubt or the feeling of inadequacy. So again, like you could kind of analyze certain situations and be like, you know what I'm saying, talk yourself out of getting into love, getting into a relationship. You could literally talk yourself out of getting into some skirt or into some pants right now. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you feel sad. You know what I'm saying? Like you're inadequate. This aspect may prompt us to evaluate what we truly value, whether our relations align with long term goals. The square can create the feeling of restriction or limitations in pleasure and love, requiring compromise and patience. So, a tricky time when it comes to our love affairs. Like, again, we want to go towards it, but still trying to evaluate, like, this can ultimately lead me to my goals are not bad. This person gonna be good for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we could do it, but like, what gonna happen then? What gonna happen after? And so, again, it's a whole learning process, and we're gonna have some obstacles there, and it's a balancing act. And it's a learning situation when it comes to the love matter. So a lot of things may be on the plate because we have some thirsty signs out there. We're gonna have some vulnerable signs out there who are gonna be more excitable at this time. So it's gonna be a balancing situation. And again, Scorpio season, deep emotional connections and emotional arousement at this time. So if you ain't satisfying your partner, step aside now. Another man is about to take over. You know what I'm saying? And even as we enter into carnival season, we're gonna have a lot of that people whining on other people, man. You know what I'm saying? And this thing gonna go deep because it's starting now. You understand me? People starting to ice people now, and it may not even manifest now into Scorpio season, but just know that the seeds are being planted now. So in the next couple of transits, you know what I'm saying, even when Scorpio season is finished and we move on into Sagittarius season, right? Which is after Scorpio season, which is gonna be like carnival and stuff like this, and you know what I mean, cusping and going over there. Like all of these things are going to be playing out in them type of times there. So you check, so the seeds are being planted now, especially tomorrow going into the new moon. It's a wrap. If you know what you're doing, is a wrap. You understand me? Like the cheating started. No, like you already started. But you know what I'm saying, things get more intensified when it comes to people's love life and um relationships and stuff like this. So navigating the love scene during Scorpio season. Let's get into it. Scorpio season intensifies everything, especially love. So Venus in Sagittarius during this time can feel both exciting and challenging, and we talked about it based on the aspects above. Scorpio's depth contrasts with Sagittarius' presence of freedom, creating a dynamic interplay between wanting intense connection and needing personal space. That's one tricky. Scorpio's influence might add a desire for emotional security, while Venus in Sagittarius pushes exploration. You understand me? And if you could get best of both worlds, better believe that somebody gonna be jumping ship and heading towards that directly. You understand? So if I could feel secure and safe but still free in a relationship, and you know what I'm saying, what you facing right now is some boundaries and restrictions and limitations, you can understand how people will have the inclination to step out at this point in time. Or for you to, go forward with this new person who is, revealing themselves to you at this point in time. So one of the major things to do, one of the major tips for navigating love is embracing honesty, because Sagittarius values openness and Scorpios favor depth. So truthful conversations are very essential. Embrace freedom. You might crave spontaneity while feeling drawn to deeper transformative connections. So there's a tricky balance that we need to, enact when it comes to giving the person space, but also, you know what I'm saying, having the experiences that we both want to have, you know what I'm saying? So a deep connection, but don't overdo it. You understand me? Don't overdoing it. Be patient with emotional lows. Now, Venus and Saturn square can bring moments of doubt and stress because we're gonna be analyzing, oh, if this situation is going to be good for us long term, and if making this move is going to be, productive and sustainable. So there's going to be doubt and stress. So use this time to really reflect and not just take action. Really, really think and feel your way through this situation. Again, it's a difficult balancing act because you could be right and you could be wrong. The person could be the best thing ever happened to you. The person could be like fucking devil in a bag. You understand me? Alright, so let's talk about the signs who gonna be thirsty. You understand me? Let's talk about the signs who really gonna be out there looking for attention, who gonna be on front street, who gonna be vulnerable, who gonna be wet, or who gonna be hard, you know what I'm saying? Hard, you know what I'm saying? And these signs are gonna be like a little vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Just because of Venus in Sagittarius and the different aspects. So we have we have the Aries them, right? Aries is gonna be affected because it's gonna be training the Sagittarius aspect right now. So all of the people who are Aries, you're naturally more inclined to attention seeking. So Aries may feel bold or even more courageous with Venus in Sagittarius because it's fire signs we're dealing with, you check? So they're gonna be drawing others with their charm and enthusiasm, or maybe even being drawn by other people's charm and enthusiasm, trying to learn from that type of Sagittarius energy, you understand, and become more mutable. So the Sagittarius is, they're gonna be more, you know what I'm saying, be able to, not Sagittarius is, sorry, Aries, they're gonna have more power to, tap into that whole aspect of, attaining their pleasures and going towards it and feeling more, you know what I'm saying? Feeling more. Leos will be very drawn to pleasure and may feel an extra boost of confidence, making it a prime sign for both giving and receiving attention in a fun, flirtatious way. So the Leos, them, you know what I'm saying, just because of the trine with the sun, a little extra emphasis with the Leo type of, you know what I'm saying, egotistical energy, and they're gonna feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's my time, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in their feelings and wanna be pleasured and wanna be fulfilled in some way, shape, or form. So those are, you know what I'm saying, two signs that are gonna be wet, you know what I'm saying, or in their feelings right now and want to be getting pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Vulnerable. Keep your eyes out for the Aries and the Leos them. Alright, we also have Libras and Aquariuses. These signs are going to be sextile in this whole Venus Sagittarius placement. And so the sextile creates, it kind of joins their energy and blends their energy in. So when it comes to the Libras now, we know that the Libras are quite social and they thrive with Venus. Venus is very influential to the Libras. So Libras could become more flirtatious, you understand, and engaging and, naturally inclined to be the center of attention, and they could charm others easily. So look out for the Libras. Also Aquariuses, you know what I'm saying? Aquariuses feel energized to explore social circles and friendships and just attracting like-minded people and maintaining more control over who they let in, you know what I'm saying? And being selective who they give their attention to. So Aquariuses and Libras gonna be affected, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be a bit curious. So look out for those signs, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be on the prowl in some way, shape, or form. We also have the other mutable signs, you know what I'm saying? So we're talking about the Geminis, the Virgos, and the Pisces. Y'all are gonna be wet, hard. Y'all gonna be looking for something at this point in time. So Gemini's. The Gemini is directly opposite to Sagittarius, which can draw attention to their need for, some sort of intellectual stimulation, and we know that opposite attract. So Gemini's are going to feel adventurous right now. They may feel especially magnetic, but also a bit challenged to align with their intellectual curiosity with others. So anybody who's sparking the Gemini's mind right now, the Gemini likes to talk. They like to, what I'm saying, logically and rationally and debate and conversate and stuff like this. So shit, if they find somebody who they could get a new type of stimulation from at this point in time, I'm saying the Gemini gonna switch up on you. Virgos, all right. Virgos are squaring Sagittarius, but Virgos are mutable right now and changeable, adaptable, versatile, and flexible. So Virgos may feel pulled towards their more pleasure-seeking tendencies, but could face tensions balancing practical needs and spontaneity, making them selective when it comes to receiving attention. And if your significant other is not giving you that type of spontaneity that you need, because we know that Virgos are very balanced, and they appreciate the finer things in life as well as hard work and dedication. So yes, the Virgo don't want to be treated all the time and pampered all the time, because shit, who's gonna pay the bills? How are we gonna keep the lights on? How are we gonna keep stable? You understand? We need to save and be financially sound, but also we need to enjoy life. So if the Virgo ain't feeling either or, they might want to step out and feel a bit more oomph somewhere else, especially when it comes to the spontaneity and the excitable parts that we mentioned. Again, the Venus in Sagittarius, fiery type of energy. Also, we have the Pisces, them. Pisces rock and come in. Y'all fishy. Y'all might be up to some fishy business right now. Because we know that Pisces, they could be this way one time and the other time there's another way, because Pisces are always in their own world. They're always in their own dreamland. So one foot in dreamland, one foot in reality. And the Pisces curse is trying to bring their dreams into reality, or make reality look like, their illusions or their dream state or their delusions in some way, shape, or form, because Pisces could be out of this world. So now Pisces form a square with Sagittarius, creating friction but also sparking attraction through mystery and romance. Pisces might find themselves drawn to playful energies, even if they prefer to receive rather than seek attention. So again, they're gonna be a bit more vulnerable and drawn to, tapping into the physical world and trying to, receive some sort of oomphs. So those are the signs that are gonna be wet, hard, and out on Front Street trying to get pleasurized at this time, or pulverized. Yeah, keep it a bean. All right, so the signs that are least affected, the signs who are going to be actually delivering this pipe, who are going to be dropping this peach off, who's going to be more control of the situation, who's going to be able to be in a more pick and choose, you understand me, because they're not so much affected or heavily energized by the Venus in Sagittarius energy. Yeah, so these signs are going to be the Tauruses, fixed sign. Shout out to the water signs as well. You're gonna have the Cancers and the Scorpios, and you're also gonna have the Capricorns. Those are the signs who are gonna be dropping off the D, dropping off the peach. And really setting this thing straight. Because for the most part, Taurus is fixated. They're really practical. So the Sagittarius fiery, illusions and fantasies of pleasure can really phase them. You understand me? But they could go with that flow if they want to and not even be affected by, what the other person has going on. So Tauruses are straight in the Gideon. The Cancers, no. Cancers could initiate emotional modes at any time, you know what I'm saying? So the Cancer could have some sort of situation and then create an emotional stance where, you know what I'm saying, I'm on to the next, or like shit ain't even mean a thing with the Cancer, you know what I'm saying? Because Cancers are cool with detachment, you know what I'm saying? Water signs initiate and create, so they could create the detachment, you know what I'm saying? They could spark the disagreement or the separations. The Scorpios, this is Scorpio season, so Scorpio is going to be dropping that definitely. They're going to have all the power, all the control to initiate and create and sustain and maintain and transform the relationships in some way, shape, or form. Plus, they have Mercury there, which is stellium. Then it's a grand water trine. So Scorpios have a lot of support, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to dropping off that D or dropping off that, you know what I'm saying, wet. They could pick and choose if they want to do it or if they don't want to do it, how freaky, how exploratory they want to get, how adventurous they want to get. Like Scorpios are like in a very powerful position when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, dropping off that that slang tang, dropping off that mandingo, you know what I'm saying, or dropping that quack quack, you know what I'm saying. And also the Capricorns, we know that the Capricorns are always standing on business, carding on us, so they could create some logic, they could create some, you know what I'm saying, stable governance, some disciplines around themselves so they don't even get sucked up or swallowed into, you know what I'm saying, any illusions or any, you know what I'm saying, anything that's too deep, you know what I'm saying. They could participate with the Venus in Sagittarius fiery energy, but the Capricorn won't get burned, you know what I'm saying, for some way, shape, or form, because they could just spark, you know what I'm saying, a different way to like shield themselves. So these signs have a grounded approach and a less immediate response to Sagittarius adventurous energies. They might be somewhat removed from the fast-paced energy of Venus in Sagittarius, which favors exploration over stability. So all these other signs, you know what I'm saying, they may be down for the trail, but they're really seeking stability, and they could see behind the guise of this temporal pleasure. All right, so you know the sign dynamics that we have going on right now when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the Leos and the Aries, the Libras and the Aquariuses and Geminis, Virgos, Pisces. Right now, all of them are wet, you know what I'm saying, and they're out there pleasure seeking or seeking attention or in a position where they want to receive attention, and they're kind of selective. So the energy that their partner might be giving them may not be the energies that they want to receive right now. And we're talking about love, you know what I'm saying, and intimacy and sensuality, but this also bleeds over in just into relationships in general. You understand me? But again, our focus is on a more romance standpoint. So we're gonna have the Leos and Aries and even Libras to some extent being more pleasure seeking at this time or attention seeking. These signs are more inclined to, you know what I'm saying, seek pleasure and seek happiness and harmony and attention with a natural type of magnetism that is enhanced by Venus in Sagittarius. Leos and Aries and Libras are quite charming, you understand me? And so they could activate their flirtatious, playful, charismatic energies, especially the Libra, because of their social ability and the validation that they get from just being cool. Like Libras are just like cool because they could bring light to any type of situation, and they have a really fun, attractive, bubbly energy about, you know what I mean, a true Libra. So they could use that energy to, you know what I'm saying, get some wet or get some dick right now at this point in time, you know what I'm saying. And then we're gonna have the other signs, the Aquarius, the Geminis, the Virgos, the Pisces. These signs are going to be receiving or very selective. So they might be, you know what I'm saying, rejecting their partner, or even rejecting a situation that could be good for them just for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, their elemental makeup and their modality. So these signs will attract attention but are more selective who they let in. You understand me? Aquariuses and Geminis are heavy about their associations just because they need people who have meaningful intellectual abilities in some way, shape, or form. And then the Virgos and Pisces, while less overtly seeking attention, the Virgos and Pisces may find themselves, attracting it. And Virgos will be selective. Pisces may choose to receive attention with a dreamy, non commutive, with that kind of dreamy type of, how could I explain this with the Pisces? Because Pisces are always in their like own type of dream world, so they will make things seem like, oh, it wasn't my fault, it wasn't my idea to do it, or maybe it was meant to be, God gave me a sign, some type of bullshit like this. Pisces is gonna come up with some type of spirituality or something outside of the regular confines, when it comes to how they're gonna go about doing their dirt at this point in time. So I know this video was a bit long-winded, but I needed to get you all of the energies, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody gonna get hung. You're about to get hung, boy. You're about to get hung. So let's just recap and review. If you've made it to this, if you've made it to the end of this video, shout out to you, man. Like, I really, really appreciate you for staying tuned. And, astrology is very insightful, very interesting and entertaining while being complex. And so my job as an astrologer is to, make it fun and playful and entertaining, so you guys could digest it while still getting the information and still getting the message. So I hope you find this very helpful and very useful, and I hope that you could, manifest and attract some love and some pleasure during the Scorpio season. It would be shame if you get calm in Scorpio season as man and as woman, you understand me? Like, in or out of a relationship, like, nobody's supposed to be getting no kind of calm, no dark. You ain't supposed to be dry or nothing. You see the rain falling right now, like, it's wet season. So, I hope you guys had a little bit more insight or advice how to go about it. Venus in Sagittarius is seeking growth but still freedom. You understand me? So we want to explore our love from a more intellectual perspective and just have some different experiences and different vibe. You understand me? So if you're in a relationship, give your partner a different vibe, a different experience. If you're outside of a relationship, seeking a relationship, again, you want to be bringing a different type of vibe, a different type of character. And the person who you're messing with, they're going to want to feel like you're taking them someplace, even if you can't go to someplace physically. And the same way, you're going to want that person to make you feel like, yeah, you're going to take me to a whole different world. You understand me? So you got to get your mind right, get your emotions right, and get your cash right, because shit, you're going to have to like come up with some crafty way of imposing that vibe. All right, major farewell until we greet again. I'm local astrologer Kevis Major, doing it major.